missed it. Mommy. You can smile. Look a little happy.
I can't look any happier than this.
Can you sing? Can we sing How Old Are You Now and you sing it back?
Okay.
No.
Are you now? How old are you now?
Can't you read the
Okay, everybody.
You're supposed to say 45.
Everybody got a toast? All right, everybody, can we have your attention? We had a group to come down from Maryland to help celebrate with Byron. And I asked my cousin Melba, because she always philosophized, would she say something special to Byron? It could be funny, it could be whatever.
Oh yeah, them doors candles. Byron, the first thing I like to say, we all love you. I really didn't have anything special prepared, but I know my heart is just overflowing with love. And all I can come to think about and just get it filled up is how our moms were sisters, and how 60 years ago, Julia came home with a long, skinny leg, big head boy, who we all fell in love with. And as you know, your mom, Julia, and my mom, Lena, each had a son and a daughter each. And I think of all the times when you and I used to fight so much. And each one of our moms would spank our butts real good individually, and then they would lock us together and make us love one another. And I'm thinking now how I always tell my children, when this old world chews you up and spits you out, family is still there. And I love you with all my heart. And I take the message of love, and I'm so glad we came up in the family that we did, and God is love, and to all, just keep it going, because that's what it's all about. And I love you, my cousin. And we'll travel to the other side of the world if you move there too. Huh?
Oh, one more thing we want to say, how we grew up with how Byron was a
Oh yeah.
jumped over in the bed.
Well, Jerry wants to tell us, like I say, we were poor, but we didn't know it.
That's right.
Only one uncle had a car, well two, but one died very young. And we would all pile up, and he would take load after load to the house wherever something was going. And after so many trips of taking us home, he said, that's it, the rest of you know you're going to sleep here the rest of the night. So we knew what it was to take sleeping bags and pillows. Our parents always kept us together. We knew what it was to sleep in the same beds together, live with one another. My husband can tell you something he couldn't get used to in the beginning. But when our plates were piled up with food, we didn't ask. We just stuck our fork in each other's plate without asking. And my husband has gotten used to that now. And that's the love we grew up with, and I thank God for the parents we had, and that's the way they brought us up. So I love you, darling.
Yeah. Well, let me just say, this is my little brother. I used to wash him up, dress him, take him to school in the morning because my mother had to work, and we were from a single family. Raised in the projects, up on the 10th floor.
Oh yeah, you know? Good times.
Well, good times there. Well, she said we were poor and didn't know it. And so we would, I would, take him to school and all. And let me tell you, we all were almost millionaires because he was a great baseball player.
Yes.
And even as a little boy, he could hit a ball so good. Then when he got older, they wanted him to play professional baseball, but I think he decided he wanted to sing instead. Yeah. So with Byron, we could all be millionaires right now.
Well, he still had
might have lost it all in the stock market.
We still got some fame with him through the soft tone.
That's right.
That's right. It was original soft tone.
Okay, I'd like to close out by saying to everyone here how much we appreciate each and every one of you who came out to help Byron celebrate his birthday. You came, you helped us, you rallied around us. Lord knows I would not have been able to do it without all of your help, and I appreciate you so much. If you are here, it's because you hold a special place in all of our hearts. And we truly thank God for each and every one of you. We hope you had a wonderful time. There's still a whole lot more food. There's ribs over there. We're not going to keep all that food, so somebody's got to eat it. So if you don't eat it all, take some with you, please. But thank you so much for coming to help Byron celebrate his special day. And give yourselves a big hand. For the great things He has done.
When I get to 60, I want a big birthday.
Make it short.
Thank you very much. Now, truly, this is perhaps one of the memorable times that I will ever have.
Louder. Hear the microphone.
It's a mic.
Sing it.
I said, this is one of the days that I will remember for all time. If you, for those of you who don't know, we really haven't been in this area very long. We moved down here in September, and we left a lot of people who we cared about and who we loved behind. But one thing I will tell you is that you have to be obedient to God. When He tells you to move, you don't ask why, you don't question anything, you just go. Go. And don't question, because you don't know what He has in store for your life. Obedience is greater than sacrifice. I had no idea that I was going to move from South Carolina Avenue in Maryland to South Carolina.
Right.
I had no idea that I was going to meet a next door neighbor here whose name is Richard, and I had one up in Maryland next door, and his name was Richard.
Wow.
So there was a lot of coincidences that happened that I knew that it had to be God who ordained this move, and not something that we decided to do on our own. We just up and left. And I am so grateful for everyone who is here. I love you all. I thank you for your support. If I can do anything to help anyone, don't ask me. Ask somebody else.
If I can do anything, ask somebody else. If I can do anything
that we could help.
Don't ask me. Ask somebody else.
Because it's all about doing for others. That's how you are blessed. And only what you do for God will last. Everything else falls to a level of insignificance. So just remember to continue to love one another, treat each other with loving, tender kindness, and you'll see how your life will be truly blessed by the one, the only one who can make it happen. Thank you all for coming.
All right.
I appreciate the gifts. I appreciate the love. All I talk about is, I sure wish I could get my daughter down here, and God answered prayers.
Oh, yeah.
And I always talk about her, and here she is. And this is my only daughter, and I love her so. And my family is here, and I love you all.
Tiffany, raise your hand.
There she is right there. Where? So now you have,
Where's your daughter?
right here. If you don't know, this is my wife, and this is the one who thinks she's my wife. And my best friend from Maryland, Raina, her husband and I were best friends 40, 50 years ago, a long time. We grew up together. But anyhow, once again, stay with us, have a good time, eat, be merry, and don't forget, excuse me, I can't forget, Corrine, and where's Al? Al, hey Al, raise your hand, Al. That's my neighbor from Pasadena, and he also lives on South Carolina Avenue, so don't be surprised if they're down here in South Carolina. Okay, but once again, thank you all for coming. Eat and be merry. Thank you.
All right.
Hometown, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby said, welcome to his hometown.
Well, thank you.
We have ice cream and cake for everybody.
And all we need is a bookie interpretation, and we feel
That's all you need.